about, I don't have a watch, I don't know why I looked. I think it's about 12:25, class is about to start soon, and I'm getting my coffee in because life is better with coffee. Hey guys, what is up? It's RxC Coach here today, and today I want to talk about a couple of different things. First, I want to share a workout I did yesterday, and something that I've been doing more lately that I think is kind of something I think a lot of people could use and be used to, and probably get a bit more benefit out of their training from. And that is just using higher boxes than maybe you're right now using. So if you want to develop explosiveness and you want to stay plyometric and agile and athletic, I think it's really important to make sure to be upping whatever box height you're using in your workouts. So in today's workout, I used a 40-inch box, which was pretty challenging. It was pretty high. It made me have to be very aware of my movement as I did the workout, and I think that was good because it just it forces me to become more explosive and more athletic. I did it for relatively high reps. You don't have to do something super high reps if you're not comfortable with that height, but I know that for me 40 inches is roughly that last sort of height that I can do when I'm really out of breath. So in the workout, you probably saw at the start, I did this cool little workout, 30, 20, 10, calories on a ski erg, and 40-inch box jumps, and that was good fun. All right, today I want to talk about something that I see in the gym, seeing personally with the gym right now. Sorry, I just had a message and I have to read it. Cool. Which is people training, but people not training while they're recovered enough to train more. So, something that happens a lot of the times with people when they get into training, into fitness, is that at the start, people don't train at all, right? And then over time, as you start training, maybe you start training more than you can, given how well you're recovering from your training. So there's this concept of overtraining where people say, people start overtraining themselves, right? We start getting diminishing returns, meaning that you aren't going to get the benefits from the exercise you're doing because you're training harder, you're training too much for what you're recovering from. And I want to address that a little bit, because if you're training a lot but you're not recovering well from your training, then you're not going to get a lot from the training. Training is meant to be a stimulus response type of activity, meaning that we do an exercise and we're looking to get a response from our body from doing that exercise. And if we keep doing it more and more and more, but we're not actually getting the stimulus that we want, sometimes the stimulus could be negative, right? So if you run every day and you're not taking any rest days to recover from your long endurance runs, etc., then you'll get to a stage where you'll start becoming slower. And if you become slower, then the stimulus you get from that workout is being slower rather than faster, which is probably what you want when you're running. So it's just some food for thought, something to think about. It's never about overtraining, it's about under recovering. And if you aren't thinking about recovery more, it's something that I think you should think about as an athlete, as a fitness enthusiast. Simple things for recovery that most people can do is upping their calories in the good direction, making sure that they are sleeping enough. So for men, a huge thing is like making sure you're getting 8 hours of sleep, just to make sure you've got the right hormone levels happening in your body. Making sure that you are actively moving your body and like flushing out blood, especially if you're feel like you've got a desk job and you're sitting around all day, like just doing things to make sure your body's moving and keeping well, and all that sort of stuff, like making sure that you are keeping good magnesium levels, and that you're not doing yourself a disservice by keeping yourself dehydrated, all that sort of stuff. So it's never about overtraining, it's about under recovering, and I think it's something that most people should give some more food for thought to. You've been listening to RxC Coach. If you haven't already, go check out my podcast. It's on iTunes, something RxC, and thank you for watching, guys. Take care and peace.